Sorry, okay. We can filter any sum. Uh, it's not filter. Yeah, you can. We can also filter along with group by. Okay, and sum count with the help of yeah. You can apply the aggregation function. Okay, so in more, if you take any analytics project, aggregation is one of the important tasks that we perform it. Okay, aggregation. So not all the people are interested in doing the viewing the transaction level per business performance. They want to see, most of the cases they want to see the aggregated level. What is the week on week sales, and I want to see month on month sales. Okay, and they want to see that one. So in simple term, in SQL query, so we call we call group by as the summarized form of the data. Summarized form of the data. Okay, it groups rows that have the same values to get the summary data. Okay, rows that have the same values. For example, I just go here. So this is my data set. Okay, in this data set, let's say this is the data set given to you, and they want to do some kind of aggregation. So they want to do some kind of group by country. They want to see the total sales in each country, but they don't want to see the itemized, or the transaction level sales. They don't want to see what is the sales today, yesterday, and all. They don't want to see it. So all I need is I wanted to see in each country what is the total sales. You tell me that one. They want the output something like this. In Australia, how many units we sold. Look here in Australia, we can see two records here. Here 10 units and 5. Both put together 15 records. 15 plus you have another record. 15 plus 2, 17. All they need is the summary data. Okay, summarized data, summarization, aggregation. These two terms are related with business intelligence or analytics. Similarly, in the United States, if you see the United States, how many units we sold, how much we sold, what is the sales we made in total. We don't want to see the data in granular level. Okay, so in that kind of situation, aggregation is used. Using group by. You can group a single column or more than one column also. You can group it, and then you can. And if you look here in this case, if you look at this one, this is the original data, and with this data, we need to reshape the data like this with the help of group by. So we can use group by only in order to perform aggregation. So in this case, we are, the group by, what it does is it groups the rows that have the same values. For example, if you specify group by country, so what will happen is it will go and check, the groups that have similar rows. For example, United States, right? The similar rows where and all it is there. It will go and group it first. And Australia. Three records are there. Similar rows. It will group these rows. Australia related rows grouped separately, and each country related group of rows will be separated first, and then it applies the sum or average on it. Okay, you understood? United States first it will get grouped. Okay, and then New Zealand will get grouped. So on top of the grouped record, right, it will apply the sum. Let's say if you want to see the sum of sales, then it will add these two things, and then it will add these two. Sum of quantity also you want to see it will add these two things, and then it will give you a single record for each country with the total sales and total unit quantity. Got it. Supposing your manager wants to see country-wise, region-wise total sales. Don't, I need a report like this, and I need a report something like this. This is what the requirement from it. Okay. So United States in South, we can see that United States, these two columns put together, the combination of country and region, we can see that, these two rows are similar, by having the similar value. United States South, United States is similar, but instead of displaying it two times, United States in South region, how much sales we made it. So 5 plus 5, 10. United States South, 10. And these two values should be aggregated and then it should display here. So that is what is, you can see it here. So look here, especially the United States, since in this transaction file we have two records, it is not printing the two records. Instead, it is doing the aggregation for these two columns. It considers these two columns. It groups these two columns. So with this, what you can understand is you can do group by on more than one column also. United States South, you look here, 5 plus 5, 10. Here we don't see a duplicate of again United States South. Okay, let's say United States and South region, 1 million transaction would have happened. You don't want to go through the 1 million transactions. All you need is United States South, all the 1 million records put together. What is the total sales? What is the total quantity? You want to see the precise information, summarized information. So you can do group by on a single column, more than one column also you can do it. I go to the Power BI desktop and I'll show you how to do the group by. And in Power Query Editor, we can do the group by. Go to transform ribbon, and then 1 second, let me see if the recording is going up. Okay. So here, click on the transform ribbon. In the transform ribbon, you will find group by. Select group by. It will open something like that. You have two options, basic, advanced. You will see advanced little later. And here, which column you want to group it. For example, I want to group country. Okay, in this case, the country has a lot of record in it. What I will do is, um, or we will start with the category. Okay, it's a simple one. And then what is the column name? Total sales. And then what operation that you want to perform. You can find out the sum of sales, total sales, average of the sales, median, minimum, maximum, all these things you can see it. Okay. Up to this you can say count rows is different. When once you select count rows or count distinct rows, all rows, it will not be visible here. I will show you what is count rows. Don't worry. So here I just selected sum operation for the time being. Okay. And here which column you want to perform sum operation. It should be a numeric variable. Okay. Here what I want to do is I want to see the quantity not on sales because sales has some problem. Yeah. Here I just did total units sold. That's it. Okay, I just click on OK. It shows me in each in these three category how many units we sold in total. In technology, how many units we sold in total. In furniture, how many units we sold in total. Office supplies in total. This gives you the summarized or aggregated information here. Okay, now what I do is, along with country, can I, this in this case, we have done group by on the category column. Is there any way I can create the group by on more than one column? Yes, you can do it. So again, you don't have to go to transform, you don't have to do it. So you have the query, right? The step that is available right beneath this applied steps. Just next to the group rows, you will find the wheel icon. Just click on it. Sometimes if you could have made any mistake, right, you would have made some mistakes, you can correct it. And sometimes if you think, okay, I just saw category wise, I need to add one more column, so that I want to do a group by on more than one column. In that case, you just select advanced, and add aggregation. Here what you do is total profit, something like that. Here also I'm going to use this one, and where is that the profit? In addition to that, I'm going to see total number of transactions. For this, we can use something called count rows. It gives you category wise how many number of transactions or records are there. But when you select count rows, that's all. It will not ask you the column name and all, because it is doing a count for each group. Okay, since it doesn't require count in the sense how many number of occurrences. Okay, so it doesn't require any column. You just click on OK. Look here. Now you can see along with the total units sold, you can see the total profit and total number of transactions. With this, you can get an idea. In technology, 284 orders we received it, and furniture we received 294 orders, or transactions happened. Office supplies 309 transactions. In addition to the number of transactions, see the total units sold, total profit, total number of transactions also you can see it here using count rows. And if you want to make changes to this, yes, again you can go here and then you click on it. And what you do is you can, in this case, I did not add additional category. Okay, if you want to add additional category, add something like a segment or something like that. Okay, and then you click on OK. Now it will do the aggregation based on the combination of these two columns. Technology consumer, put together how much. In furniture consumer, again you can see technology consumer, technology corporate, what is the total sales. Got it? So in this case, the group by has happened, with the combination of these two columns, category and segment. And okay, yeah, and will show you some other option also. And what you can do is you can go to the group by rows here. Here, what we can do is we can do one more aggregations here. And we have another option called all rows. Count rows, all rows. When you select it, the column will be disabled. And if you think you don't need anything, click on the three dots and you have delete, move up. If you want to move this up or down, you can change it. Okay, the order you can do it. Look here, when I selected all rows, it shows something like table. Sometimes you wanted to see in each what made up 591. Right? So now if you keep the cursor somewhere here next to that place here table, you can see the transactions here itself. You can see the transaction level data, detailed record. And similarly, if you want to see, let's take some small records here. We have everything big one, right? So I'll take the 55 records. You can see the transaction level data. Okay. So let's say your manager is viewing everything and he just go to this total profit, and then you just say start descending. You select start descending. You could see that technology is means technology category, and importantly in the corporate segment we made this much of profit. Okay, similarly in the office supplies, uh, okay, in the office supplies corporate we can see less here. The office supplies corporate. Whereas in the case of furniture, corporate 2489. Yeah, even in this case, it is not much. Yes, only in technology, corporate segment, we have made more profit. Good. But he is seeing something, something wrong here. 10251 in home office and one. So the negative profit. So why it is negative profit? Or let's say he is seeing just something weird, 241. Can I see the transaction rate of this one? You can click on it here and you can see something like this. Why only 241? And we can go and check it here. And when you go and take a look at the profit and quantity and sales, when he looks at the sales here, it's not much. So with that, he can understand, he can gain a confidence. Yes, whatever it shows is correct only. Okay, here it displays only the unit sold. Okay, and which one? The this record, the office supplies and quantity. If you go and checks it here, okay, yeah, we are not doing much here. Ideally, you should have given some kind of sorting option. Probably you can take a screenshot, put it in a document, and send it to Microsoft, suggesting sorting should be allowed here also, right? So you can do it here also. Mm. Or if you click on this table, let me do one thing. It will open something like this. Okay. I don't remember the key. Hope you understood the uh, how to perform group by everything. Okay, and what we will do is we will wrap up as of now with this, and I will show you the fuzzy grouping. But fuzzy grouping option is not available here. See, sometimes I forget this one. So I just close this query settings. Again, you want to get that back. You have something called view. Go to view and click on query settings. You can enable it this way. Mistakenly, if you closed it, you can go to view and select this one. You can see it here. And I don't want this one. Okay, I just click on. I just click close it here. Because I could not see the. Okay, here. Okay, I just want to see the sale because we have been working with the sales data all along. And here, no, I need the query settings. Grouped rows. Okay, this office supplies. Okay, I just close this one, office supplies, and then I select grouped rows. And I just want to show you this option also. Supposing you want the granular detail, right? So the transaction level data along with the group by, that is also possible. So you have something called, you can see some icon like this. Can you see it here? This icon. When you click on it, it will expand the data. And here, if you click on it here, Look here, it will expand all the columns, but you can choose whichever columns that you needed. I don't need all the columns. I just want to see the segment and country name, right? If you want to see it, you can see it. Okay, and profit, transaction level, summary data, you can see it. Quantity, obviously. So the transaction also you can see it, the transaction level detailing, but it will be confusing because the volume of the data is slightly higher. You will get confused. Look here, if you go on the left side, it will show you total units sold 591. It repeats several times. The grouped values, if you display the transaction level data along with the grouped values, for the grouped values will get displayed repeatedly in line with the number of records that are available in your transaction data. Okay. Usually we don't use it. If you want to view it, you can view it here itself. But if they need any report like that, then you can, you need to select this one and then you can share it with them. Let me try with the publish. See, you have the publish by icon here. When you click on publish, you can publish your report to cloud. Just show you. Why, what happened here? It is gone. The parameters. Okay, yeah, northeast. Yes, I want to have some data here. Okay, okay. Since I did all group by, right, it is causing that problem. So what I will do is I just duplicate this one. Duplicate. That is for group by and all. I don't need these steps here. Okay, let it be there. Country query and all of them are getting executed now. Okay, okay. So now I just go here and check where, okay, I removed the filter, right? Remove that step and I just go here. Here I did not add anything here. Right. So here category and country. I removed it and country and quantity. See, first you need to select the visual and check you have added any columns to it. Okay, on the right side, just beneath the visualization, you can find the thing here. I know category, sum of all the things. Okay. Now what I do is I just save it and then let me see if I can publish it because I was having some problem with my cloud. I just selected a folder name in my cloud and let me see if it is publishing it there. Success, very good. Okay, dev underscore order. I just show you in my cloud where it got published. You need to go to app.powerbi.com and this is your cloud, Power BI cloud service. And I have created the workspaces here. It's nothing but a folder name, dev underscore all. This is where I just now published this report. Alpha day 4. Right? Look here, it is there. The report. Along with the report, the data also got published automatically. And if you click on it, you can see this is my report here. I got a share to PowerPoint. If you okay, this is a new feature. You can also share a link of a cross editing, everything you can see it. And the other thing, why I came is I thought of showing you this one. Okay, let me see if I can show you. Now, I just select the dev folder, dev order folder with nothing but workspaces. When you click on new here, and here's some data flow, click on data flow. This is another way of creating, add new tables, text CSV. And here I just give my local file path, sales underscore w04.csv. This file is available in my laptop, but currently we are on cloud. Okay. And here we have some, so you have an upload file option is also available. And see sales. Okay, so in order to use the cloud, especially to read a file from your laptop from the cloud, you need to have the gateway to be run, installed in your laptop. Don't worry, simply watch what I do here. Let me see, I'm not sure, but now it got changed. It used to ask the username password. Already I created some connections, so now it automatically picks up from there. Anyhow, I'll show you the new connection also, don't worry. Yes, now from the cloud, it is reading the data from a local file. Good. Let's say you are in California or you are in Japan, right? The report is available on cloud. If you wanted to view the report data, okay, let's say you want to read the data content from my laptop. Being in Japan, you can do it this way because in my laptop the gateway is running. And irrespective, once I publish it on cloud, irrespective of the location where you are, right, it will go and read the data from my file and then it will show all the things here. And here, if you see here, this is the preview thing. And here I just click on transform data. Now you can see that the Power Query editor on cloud. The Power Query editor, look here, this is the one I'm talking about. The Power Query editor is available on cloud also. It is available here, and you can click on the transform ribbon and use first row as address. I'll keep some clean file in my laptop so that I don't have to do it again and again. So the same things you can do it here. And then here we have something of group by. And here the same thing I do it. I just show you one example. Here, the reason why I came here was fuzzy grouping. You can select this fuzzy grouping option. This is not available in the Power BI desktop. See, suppose what will happen is sometimes, look here, you have data available in your Excel sheet. What happens here is, I just write it here. Right, in the data set, they specified the country name correctly like this: United Space States, United Space States. Sometimes what they do is, mistakenly they specify United States, something like United States. Sometimes a small letter and capital letter, right? They do something like that. So in that kind of situation, what will happen is, for example, take this record. In this case, the first one was United States, right? So you uppercase. It is case sensitive in Power BI, so it will consider this one and the uppercase as a two different thing altogether. So as per the group by functionality, it will group the rows with the similar values. So when it sees this one, okay, this one and this one, this row and this row are having the similar values, including this one. But here it is not having the similar value because here capital letter is there. Maybe this is a different country. In that case, what will happen is when it does the group by, it will simply ignore these values. If it ignores, what will happen? It will show less sales and less quantity, right? And it will mislead you to think we are not performing well in United States compared to Australia and even other New Zealand and all, or other countries. You think that way. Actually, this is a data related issue. So in that kind of situation, you can go with the use fuzzy grouping option. Here, look here, ignore case option is there. You can select it. By default, it is selected. And group by combining text parts. And what you do is slightly you can reduce the threshold. If you specify the threshold value high, it's something like exact match. If it is a small letter, it should be small letter. If it is a capital letter, it should be. It's something like exact match. In that case, it will still ignore this record. It will not consider this record as part of the United States group. So you can reduce the threshold probably 71 or something. In that case, somehow if it matches. So in this case, ignore case, automatically it ignore the case. This option is available as part of your fuzzy grouping. Use fuzzy grouping. Let me do one thing. Without that, that is not available. Yes. Ignore case and group by combining text part. Sometimes typo. So this is fine. KSN is fine. United, instead of there is a typo here. I is missing here, right? UNTED is there. So in that kind of situation, not only it ignore the case, the fuzzy group, group by combining text parts. So in case of somewhat similar words are there, it'll group it together. Okay, and also it'll show, you can, if you want, you can select this one, show similarity scores and all. Okay, this is called fuzzy grouping. This is called fuzzy grouping. The idea of this one is to do a group by operation that uses an approximate match algorithm for text strings. It uses something called approximate match algorithm. There is something called Jaccard similarity algorithm. Power Query uses Jaccard similarity algorithm to measure the similarity between the pair of values. Okay, that is what it says. Okay, so basically it goes for each group of rows. The Power Query, what it does is it picks up the most frequent instance as a canonical instance. If multiple instances occurs with the same frequency, the Power Query picks up the first one. Okay, and importantly, what happens is it checks the similarity. All the letters are same, but except this one. Maybe this one also same as this one. So in that case, it will save a lot of your time, especially when you work with 100,000 records, huge volume of the data. You cannot go and check it manually. What all problems are there? Simply you select and do it, but it will take time. Here, first of all, fuzzy matching is not required, but when you enable fuzzy matching, it takes a lot of time. And don't ever enable the similarity matches and all. Cannot apply operator to types text and text. Okay. Okay, that's how you need to do it. Okay. I thought of showing this. Somehow it got. Let me do it. It's already late. Okay, let me do it bit fast. Data flow. You need to select data flow, and then you can select the add new tables, and you can specify the file name and path name. This is a text CSV file. Yeah, now it shows everything. So d colon dat one sales dot c. Since this file is already available, it is picking up here, and probably in the next session I'll show you how to create new connection log here. See the yeah the Texas CA state. Okay, what is this? This data set is different. Yeah, it shows correctly here. And again, I need to do some kind of transformation. First, we will take a look at how to do the group by on cloud. Okay. Okay, you're done. And next one is group by. I should not have chosen that one, the similarity scores, because of which it was taking longer time. We'll use simple data. Huge volume of data sometimes causes problem. Look here. Okay. Set to do. Did I make any mistake here? Oh my God. Okay, it's already late. Okay, I will show you in the next session. Okay, you can watch my video. The steps you can understand. Okay, in the next session, I'll show you how to do that.